This is part 5 of section 5.2. We are given that cosine of alpha is negative 2/5 and alpha is in quadrant 2. Sine of beta is negative 3/7 and beta is in quadrant 4. So we're going to need to calculate secant of alpha plus beta and cotangent of alpha minus beta. Okay, so here, the first thing we're really going to need to find is cosine of alpha plus beta, and then we'll find the reciprocal of it for secant. Starting right here, if we have our coordinate system and alpha is in quadrant 2, okay, and so we have 5 up here. This will be a negative 2 here. And if you use the Pythagorean theorem, it'll be 25 minus 4, which is 21. So square root of 21 goes right here. Okay, so this means I have cosine of alpha is negative 2/5. Sine of alpha is going to be square root 21 over 5. And tangent of alpha, which I will need down here, is going to be negative square root 21 over 2. Now for beta is in quadrant 4. So that's down here. Okay, and we know sine of beta is negative 3/7. So this is 7. This is going to be negative 3. 7 squared minus 3 squared will be, and then take the square root of that, and you get 2 times the square root of 10. So cosine of beta is going to be 2 square root 10 over 7, and tangent of beta is going to be negative 3 over 2 square root 10. I'm not going to rationalize that right now. I might need to later. I can use it later. All right, let's do this cosine thing. This is going to be cosine of alpha times cosine of beta. So I'll have negative 2/5 times 2 square root 10 over 7 minus, now multiply your signs together, square root 21 over 5 times negative 3 over 7. Okay, and that ends up giving us, so that's what, negative 4 square root 10 over 35 plus 3 square root 21 over 35. Okay, so what is secant of alpha plus beta? I'm going to be able to combine these into like terms, so that's going to be 35 in the top, taking the reciprocal of it, 3 times the square root of 21 minus 4 times the square root of 10. Okay, and then if you're asked to rationalize this, you'll multiply top and bottom by 3 square root 21 plus 4 square root 10 over 3 square root 21 plus 4 square root 10. And this ends up being fairly ugly. Just doing all of the arithmetic and not distributing in the top. Okay, that's what you get. Okay. So here, now let's do cotangent. And we can use simply the reciprocal of the tangent rule. So this is going to be 1, this is a minus, so plus tangent alpha, tangent beta over tangent alpha minus tangent beta. So we get 1 plus tangent of alpha is negative square root 21 over 2 times tangent of beta is negative 3 over 2 square root 10 over negative square root 21 over 2 minus a negative here, so that's plus 3 over 2 square root 10. Okay, now you could do it this way, and that works perfectly well, and you could work on this and get it to be prettier. Or we could rewrite this as cosine of alpha minus beta over sine of alpha minus beta, and then use those two formulas. So this would be cosine alpha cosine beta plus cosine, or not cosine, sine alpha sine beta over sine alpha cosine beta minus sine beta cosine alpha. And so this would be negative 2/5 times 2 square root 10 over 7 plus square root 21 over 5 times negative 3/7 over square root 21/5 times 2 square root 10 over 7 minus negative 3/7 times cosine of alpha, which is negative 2/5. And then when you do all of the arithmetic and you make this look as nice as it can, even the book does not make you rationalize this, and you get negative 4 square root 10 minus 3 times the square root of 21 over 2 times the square root of 210 minus 6.